All right, so if she's moved on from a guy and she's seeing somebody else and she's quote unquote happy, why is she still stalking the ex on Instagram?
I don't either, and that's why we're here. So this is one of my best friends in the world, and so I'm very, very honest with her. We have that kind of relationship, and I'm shocked she's letting me share this, but she is. So I think she's doing herself a major disservice. She doesn't think it's affecting her or her relationship at all. Basically, she was with a guy for a very long time, about 5 years, but they have been also broken up for a very long time, about 5 years. She started seeing someone new about 6-7 months ago, around there. Now, before she started seeing this person, her and I used to kind of go back and forth. We used to have this banter about her stalking her ex because she's big on Finstas. I've never been a Finsta guy. If you don't know what that is basically having a fake Instagram and using it to keep tabs on certain people. She's done that with her ex since they broke up. And not only her ex, though, she's done it with her ex's family, her ex's friends, and then when her ex was dating someone for a while, she was even watching her.
So, ooh.
Right.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. So I would pretty much just ask her, like, why? Why are you doing this? What do you even get out of this? What? And then her answer was, it's not that I'm still into him, which I don't see how that's possible, right? I made the same face. You don't care.
I literally, I was like, sure.
How is that possible? But she claims that she's really not. She doesn't want to go back. I mean, in her defense, it was a bad relationship, which is more reason why I'm like, you have got to just fully let this go.
She's pouring salt in the wound.
That's what I think. But I think for her, it's petty, but it's a keeping tabs thing in her mind.
Why?
It's like, I don't know. A lot of people do that, and I don't know why, but for her, it's the scoreboard. She just wants to know how his life is going, and she wants to feel good about the fact that his life is not going as well as hers is.
Now, that part I understand. Because you want your exes to do well, just a little less well than you are.
You know
right?
what we have to bring back? Bask in the glory of their downfall.
Oh, yeah. Of your ex's downfall. That things were going great when you were going out with them. Excuse me. And then you guys break up and his life just goes to crap.
Yeah.
And we get to celebrate that.
So a lot of people can relate to that. But what I always thought was when she finally found someone new, or at least in the back of my mind, that this would stop, right? Like I was like, all right, maybe this is something she has to do until somebody comes along and distracts her and truly pulls her attention away from this guy. But she's met this new guy. Things have been going really well for a while. And she's happy. She seems to be settling into this relationship. So I asked her the other day, I'm like, all right, so I got to know. Are you still got the Finsta? So she makes the face like she doesn't want to answer. And she's like, yeah, but I don't check it as much.
As much.
I only check it once a day, not 3 times a day.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be, right? It used to be every day. Now she claims that she only checks it every once in a while. And I'm like, I think that's not only a disservice for you and your new relationship. That's cheating.
Yes.
Some people would think that's cheating.
It's a micro cheat, like Cassie was telling us the other day. So it's not traditional A goes into B cheating, but this is like micro cheating.
Which is pretty much what she was trying to say to me, that this is not cheating. I am not reaching out. I'm not talking to him. He doesn't even know I'm doing it. I don't do it as much. Every once in a while. She basically compared it to when you're in a relationship and sometimes you may not unfollow or block someone that you used to date. That's not cheating. And if you happen to stumble across their page and like check up on their life, you've done no wrong. It's not cheating as long as no one's reaching out. But in my mind, I'm like, that would be a problem if I'm the new guy.
But that's not what she's doing. Like, if you still follow each other and like their stuff will pop up in your feed every now and then, whatever. But if you have a Finsta and you're changing your account and going over to your Finsta and actively seeking out these other people so you can see their timelines and what they're doing, that is completely different.
He's still in her headspace and heart space also. And for me, there doesn't have to be anything physical going on there. There's going to be some kind of wall up if I know it's there or not.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's cheating.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you get around it.
I don't think it's cheating. I think it's very unhealthy.
Would you feel like you were being cheated on?
No, I wouldn't feel like I was being cheated on. Because as a woman and the emotional tie you might have with an ex as far as like, and not in any kind of romantic, but in wanting to, if they treated you so poorly, you're waiting to see karma happen. It's
Maybe
basically
that's what it is.
You're waiting to see karma happen so they get theirs because you felt like you got yours with them, or that's how the universe worked. Like they treated you so poorly and so bad that now you're waiting on them to get theirs, and so that's what you're looking for, and that's what. So I don't know. Not that I have any history of this.
You just helped me see it clearly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's coming from an authentic place at all, Crystal.
I mean, I'm spitballing here. Not that I know from personal experience that somebody treated me so poorly, I was hoping the universe came to kick him in the butt, and I wanted to have a front row view as it happened.
Right.
So I personally, I think that's what is happening here. So no, it's not cheating, but it's really not healthy for your psyche, and you've got to let it go. And because if you don't let it go, your focus is not on what's important. You need to be focused on the man that's in front of you rather than the man that's behind you.
Even if my fiance told me that she had this fake account and she was looking at it every single day just to watch him fail, crash, and burn, I would still feel like uneasy about it.
I would too.
Yeah.
That would certainly be a problem for me.
Like for me, that still says that there's some kind of tie still there. Like, why do you care so much that he crashes and burns if you really don't care about him at all?
You know what you have to do?
What's that?
You have to have a finsta intervention with her.
Finstavention?
A finstavention.
Damn.
Offense.
Say that 3 times real fast, and you got veneers.
I got veneers. If they come out, they're going to hit one of you in the head, concussion. No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you have a finsta intervention with her and be like, it's time to delete it. And
That's
it's time
my
to
duty.
let this go.
All right, I'm on it because I really do think she's not helping herself in her relationship at all, and this dude seems to be really good for her. So that could be the crash and burn. You have moved on. You have found somebody new. That's his karma. Let it go.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get a lot more of The Bert Show for free on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.